guys, so today I'm going to be starting off a reading vlog, and I'm including today in like my weekend reading vlog even though it's Wednesday because it is my day off and I'm planning on getting some reading done. I'll show you what I'm planning on reading for today and throughout the weekend, and maybe a little something extra too if I can. So I'm currently reading Kristen Hanna's The Great Alone and I'm on page 130, and so far it's really good. I'm really hooked and I'm just dying to know what's going to happen with this family. If you haven't heard anything about this is about a family in the 70s. It's a mother, a father, and a 13-year-old daughter, and the father has returned from Vietnam. He was a prisoner of war and he's suffering from PTSD pretty hard, and he inherits this land in Alaska in the middle of nowhere from one of his comrades in the war, and so he moves his whole family up to Alaska, and it's just all about survival in Alaska, and they're trying to move to this place hoping that it will make their father happy. You're reading this from the perspective of Lenny, who is the 13-year-old daughter, and she's seeing this dysfunctional relationship between her mother and her father, and they're all kind of living on the edge and anticipating the Alaskan winter, but also in what's going on inside their home. Then I'm also listening to A Man Called Uva, and I have about 2.5 hours left to this, so I'm really close to finishing this. I may get another hour or so done of it today because I'm going to be doing some running around today, so I'll probably get to listening to it, which I'm really enjoying this. Characters are written so well in A Man Called Uva, and your heart just hurts and feels happy for them all at the same time. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. What I was doing earlier this morning, I made the Magnolia table biscuits. I've been meaning to make for a while, and I have some here on my plate, and so far I've had one and it's really good, so I'll definitely be making it again, and I think I'm gonna make them a little thicker next time because that's just my personal preference. But anyway, they turned out really well. If you have the cookbook and you want to make them, would encourage you to do so. So I'm gonna get to reading, and then after that I'm going to be heading out to a little tea room, so I'll show you around there too. So it is a little bit later, and I just wanted to give an update on what I picked up from the library because I'm so excited about it. I have my hands on Lethal White by Robert Galbraith. This is the 4th book in the Cormoran Strike series, which I am a huge fan of. I feel like I've been waiting for this book now for so long. Has it been over a year? Or a year. I can't remember when I finished Career of Evil, but I'm so excited to get into this and start reading this with the Murder Squad. That feeling when a new book comes out in a series that you really love, and like, it's just the best. It's like just the best book feeling that there is, you know. A little update on what else I've read today. I've read 40 pages or so in The Great Alone since I last did a little update. I've just been a little tired today, so reading anything has just put me to sleep, but I have been listening to my audiobook for A Man Called Uva, and oh my goodness, the ending of this book is so good. I have 30 minutes left and I'm already not looking forward to it being over because it's just so good. It's definitely a story that just got better as the story went on. It just kept getting better and better. This is a book I am going to force upon many people, so just be warned, if you know me in real life, I'm gonna tell you to read A Man Called Uva because I feel like it's a book everyone could really enjoy, and now I'm so excited to watch the movie. I'm gonna read a little bit of Lethal White, I think, and then I may jump back into The Great Alone, and then I need to edit my video that I did, so I have a couple things to do this evening, but I'm just on this high right now from getting Lethal White, so it's gonna be a good night.
For my dad-daughter duo. Welcome to my frontier.
Happy Saturday vlog. So today I am reading a couple things, and I wanted to share what I've been reading since Wednesday, which is when I did my last update. So I read to chapter 10 in Lethal White by Robert Galbraith. This is the 4th book, as I've already said, in the Cormoran Strike series, and I am reading it with the Murder Squad. So we are reading up until chapter 10 until we're all at chapter 10, and then we're going to talk about the first part of the book, what we think so far, and so far I am just very excited about it. I think it's very well paced so far. I think the rest of this book is just going to fly by because I'm on page 100, and I think there's almost 700 pages in this book, which is definitely the biggest of her books in this series. It starts off with all the drama that I'd wanted, and I'm really glad because the last book left on such a cliffhanger, and I didn't know if she was going to do the thing where she just kind of pretends she didn't do that and then just talks about random things in the beginning of the book. But no, she starts this book off like right in the middle of all the drama, and I am so thankful for it. I won't be reading anymore until we're all caught up on chapter 10. So I am going back now to reading The Great Alone by Kristen Hanna, and I am on page 182 now. So I think for the rest of the day, I will be reading The Great Alone. Also, I did finish the audiobook for A Man Called Uva, and I think this afternoon we're gonna rent and watch the movie because I really want to watch it now. I loved A Man Called Uva, so I'm going to also be doing a review for it. So that should be up soon. I'll spare all of my thoughts here since I will just gush about it over in that video. So those are my reading plans for the day. Hello again. I just got back from Starbucks so I could do some reading, and I read about 60 pages in The Great Alone, and just, this book is intense, you guys. I didn't know it was going to be so intense going in. I am this much the way through, so not doing too poorly there. And my sweet husband got me coffee because he didn't know I went to Starbucks, so I just had coffee, and he got me another one, but I'm very tired today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drink it too. Are you talking to yourself? I think he's talking to himself. Anyway, this is the maple pecan drink from Dunkin' Donuts, and it's pretty good but intensely sweet. I would do like half the pumps of it if you ever decide to get this, unless you like intensely sweet coffee. So yes, I'm gonna drink some more coffee, read some more, and then we're gonna get dinner started. Are you gonna play with your bone? She just loves it. Good morning. It is Sunday and we're off to church, but I did want to say what I did last night because it was so good. I watched the movie The Guernsey Glittery and Potato Peel Pie Society on Netflix, and it was amazing. I really was blown away by it, and all of us girls who watched it were blown away by it too. It was better than all of us were expecting. So now I really want to read the book, and so we're gonna go to Target after, and if they have it, I'm gonna get it because there's a long list of holds for it at the library. But if you haven't yet seen it on Netflix, definitely go watch it. It's so good. I'm going to be rewatching it again, I'm sure, and reading the book and telling everyone to watch it. So it was so good. And then an update on where I am in with The Great Alone. I just got to page 330 or something, and this book is just crazy. Like, I don't know where else it's headed from this point, but I'm really curious to see where it goes, and it's just so tragic, the whole thing. I don't know if any of this is gonna make anything better, but okay, if you've read it, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it's obviously, I don't want to give spoilers away because it's so far into the book. But anyways, those are some reading updates and then Target plan updates for later on in the day. It is a bit later and I have finished The Great Alone. This completely sucked me in. I felt like time stopped for the past few hours when I was reading this book. I got to this point where I could not stop reading this. It was just, it would have been impossible. So I closed the book and it just was like, what time is it? How much of the day has passed? So I'm considering doing a review for this. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to see how I feel. I'm still processing my thoughts on it because it just ends. It's just such a whirlwind. The last 100 pages are just so much happens that I'm just still processing all the events. And it's still really hard to say how I felt about this book because it's a very tragic story and there's a lot of very horrible things that happen. I'm just conflicted right now, but I'm very, very happy that I read it. For the rest of the evening, we're gonna be finishing watching A Man Called Uwe, and that's really all. I'm probably gonna read a few more chapters too in Lethal White since I can now read 10 more chapters, and I'm still excited to see how that goes, but I need to let this book settle in me for a little bit before I pick up that because I definitely need a palate cleanser after reading this book. I don't know if Lethal White is going to be that for me, but I'm sure it'll be at least something a little better than all of the pain and everything that is in this book. Wow. Give us your review on the movie A Man Called Uwe.
Oh, it's really good.
No, that's not a review. Like, tell me more about what you thought of it.
It was a really sweet movie. It was good. I didn't think that I was gonna like it, but I actually really liked it a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really good. I would definitely recommend it to people. You can't be a slow reader for the subtitles. It went by very fast.
Where would you rate it?
I don't know, like an 8?
An
It was
8.
really
we
good.
have a different rating scale here.
Oh, was it supposed to be on 5?
That's my star scale.
Like 4.5. It was good.
Okay, so you're gonna tell people to go watch it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I mean, even as like from a counseling standpoint, it's great about like how like everybody deserves to feel loved and everybody kind of wants to feel like they're a part of something. This poor man is just misunderstood and he wants to just be a part and people love him and
Yeah, because he's great.
yeah, so it was good.
That's gonna end this weekend reading vlog. Thanks for watching and happy reading.